Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to Into the Breach. Now, we are approaching the end with the Steel Judoka. We're doing much better than I thought we would, although our power has been taking a hit this last little while here. Our civilians have not been quite so lucky. This may be our most casualties game yet, although because we're playing on hard, we're going to have way more points than some of our normal runs either way. Either way, though, let's head to the corporate HQ and see if we can't finish off this island and keep up our perfect score. Because, man, this is a tough one. Let's see what's happening here. We have to defeat the corporate... protect the corporate tower and destroy the Scorpion leader. I keep saying defeat the corporate something, and that's not how it works. Let's go. Some kind of Vec abominations approaching our headquarters. Whatever it is, it must be stopped. Well, let's do it then. Okay, Alpha Burrower right off the bat, 2 Alpha Hornets, and a Scorpion leader who has 7 health, I think? That's a tough Scorpion. Alright, well, let's set our guys up in a way that is pleasing to us. He can move 4 tiles, so he can get over here if he wants. He can get over here if he wants. We really have no direct way to stop him from doing anything. The key is that we don't stand in the way of the Scorpion, so he'll probably attack this building, and that's probably fine. Let's put the other warp on this side and confirm. Hopefully this guy will stop like here. That'd be really convenient. Oh, he doesn't get to move at all? Well, what do you know? The Scorpion leader stopped him from taking a turn. That's kind of handy. I can actually have this guy do almost all of our work for us on this mission, I think. If I just send the Steel Judoka over to here with the Judo Mech and rocket punch him into the wall here, he's going to kill this guy for us. And then if I swap him in, he'll kill both of those guys for us, which is pretty handy. And then I can just rocket the Alpha Burrower so he takes some damage and gets closer to his ultimate doom. Let's stand here. Rocket Fist. All we have is the teleporter now, but we can use it twice if we don't move, which is pretty cool. But I actually just want to use it to have this guy kill everything for me. Does it push also? It does. That's fine. We can take 1 push damage. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Plus he's down to only 3 health already, which is pretty nice. And I can actually hit him again if I want. That would kill him outright though, and I'd rather have him kill our guy. So instead of attacking the boss, I'm going to move over to here and attack the burrower like this. But I am going to move back afterwards. Alright, I want to be in the middle of the map if I can help it. Now the boss kills everything for us. Thank you. We have another burrower comes back. We have another Scorpion coming up. We have the old burrower coming back. That's fine by me. Alright, so now we just need to work out the rest of this turn. So, right now we have a couple of burrowers that need dealing with. We have a Scorpion leader that certainly needs dealing with. If I hit a rocket right here, that'll remove the burrower for now, and we'll get the Scorpion leader out of position, but won't kill either of them. If I go to use my teleporting abilities, what can I do to do some shenanigans there? Nothing right now. As far as rocket punches go, I could rocket punch the boss to death as it stands, and then I can use a teleport to kill off the burrower. That might be the best. I warp to here, and then I warp to here. And that puts the Scorpion... Oh no, because he happens first. So that won't work. I have to kill him, otherwise he'll attack that thing. Okay, well in that case we'll probably have to hide him with a rocket shot here. I could still warp here and warp there, but then I can't actually hit him with it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. This attack does nothing, so I'm tempted to leave this burrower alone for now and at least just kill off the boss. So let's do this first. Because the alternative is to fire a shot here, which puts him down to 1 and does this attack still, but I think we can do something else with it. This moves us out the way, which is pretty important, because the next part of this maneuver... no, that actually doesn't work. This way does, though. This way works. We put him up there, and now we can bounce him off the wall while we also hide the burrower, which brings him down to lower health. This burrower still has full health, which is not great, but we should be able to make do with this so far. I probably should have stood here initially so I could rocket myself back over that spawn, but I'm fine with it. That lobber bomb might actually be pretty useful. That guy's really in an annoying spot, but we'll hopefully be able to deal with him without too much trouble. That's also pretty annoying, actually. Okay. This I'm not a huge fan of. That's a pretty nasty combo there. So how do we deal with this? Okay. First things first, we can swap the Scorpion out of the way just by trading places with him. That means that our Judo mech is free to do whatever it needs, which is probably going to involve punching one of these two. This blob is in a bad place, though, because I can't easily get rid of it and anything else. What I'd probably have to do is do turn 1 warp here, turn 2 warp there. So I'd swap the blob into this space where it's not going to hit anything important. Then, this guy is still going to be a problem. I don't know if I can do anything about him. That's a lot of things we have to get rid of. There's 6 enemies on the map that are giving us a hard time. If we use Silica's gravity swap, is there anything else we could do that would be helpful other than just swapping these guys? Because we can't swap the burrowers at all. I don't think so, because the key here is that this frees up our Judo mech. Our Judo mech can then do something to either one of these, but first we have to get the bomb so it's not going to hit anything. This Scarab I don't think we can get rid of. Not and stop all of those, and it's the same amount of damage either way. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to take the Judo mech over to here and use him to finish off this attack. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Take the artillery mech over to here. Use it to finish off these two, or at least get rid of this one. And we're just gonna have to hope we get lucky here again. As much as I would love to be able to deal with all these guys, we just don't have enough attacks, and the fact that we can't maneuver the burrowers at all really limits our ability to get in here and get fancy. Let's end our turn here and see what happens. Hopefully we get lucky and doesn't do too much damage. Ooh, boy! We're down to 2 power grid. I don't like that at all. There's not really much I can do about it, and that is a nasty spot to have a bomb. That's a real nasty spot to have a bomb. I actually can't teleport it out of there satisfactorily. I can kill it this way, though, by doing a rocket fist like this, and bouncing it off my own body. Now this guy needs to die. If we just switch places here, that'll solve that problem, because he does go first. Excuse me. But our siege mech doesn't really have any good way to clean up any of this stuff, because we can't really afford to take any additional actions here beyond that. I do not like being on 2 grid power here, but there's only so much we can do about it, and the answer to that is now no more than we have already done. We've kept our losses as minimal as I think is reasonable. Mission complete, though. With the Beck Abomination destroyed, no new hive should appear on our island. You've saved us. Alright, perfect island, but at what cost? You accomplished every archive mission, an astounding accomplishment. Please, you and the Steel Judoka, accept this as thanks. We can get Lily Reed, who I'm not a huge fan of. Wind Torrent to push all enemies in a single direction. I mean, that's pretty cool, but I don't think we can replace anything we have for it. Maybe the Science Mech? Or some grid power. As much as it hurts to do, I might actually do this. Some grid power to not die would be real nice. And we do have a bunch of people that we can sell here. We have at least 4 that we can sell. We're not using the shield projector at all right now, though. I could probably swap that for something, but I might keep it just because having that as an option is pretty useful. We can teleport and shield something. As much as I don't like it, we're going to take the grid power, because we are worryingly low going into the final mission here. When we go to spend our reputation, what do we want to buy? We have Raining Death. Pretty interesting, but we're not going to take it. The Ice Generator. Freeze yourself and nearby tiles. That's really crazy if you can get up to 3 more tiles in a big, huge space that gets frozen. That's kind of crazy. The Shield Array. Apply a shield on yourself and nearby tiles in the same style as the Ice Generator. That's also pretty crazy. And the Rail Cannon. Projectile that does more damage to targets that are further away. That's pretty cool. Not something we're going to use right now, but pretty cool. Okay, we're going to just try and get as much power as we can possibly get right now, because we need it. So we're going to go 3 reactor cores. We're going to sell Bethany. We're going to sell Isabel. We're probably going to sell the Acid Mech as well. The only question I have now is, do I want to buy another power cell, or do I want to buy more grid power? Yeah, we're going to sell this. I tried it, but I just could not make it be useful. Couldn't get a turn where it was actually good to put it out. Now, here, with our 3 power that we have, I want to put some power back into the shield projector for sure. With 2 more, I want to put our move on Prosper up to 6, but I also want to make sure that the Gravity Mech has 6 movement. And I kind of want to give this the extra use, although I don't know if it's worth it. The reason I want to do it is because we're going to have more options to do multi-turn actions, which means being able to put more shields out is probably more likely. Is there anything else that needs to happen right now? I think we're just going to get a second power cell so we can turn on the second use on the shield projector. The Siege Mech is basically at maximum. The Judo Mech has the fully charged Rocket Fist and the Vice Fist for maneuvering enemies. It can fly, it's got good movement. I think it's fine. But since this thing is all about taking many actions now, I think we want to put power into it. Have we actually had Silica every time? I don't know if we have, but it feels like it. I can't get away from this robot. Alright, we're going to spend some reputation, buy another reactor core and another grid power. Because having a little bit more power will make me a little bit more comfortable going into this last mission here. And with 2 power left, we're going to turn on the extra use on the shield projector. I think that'll have to do. Okay, let's leave the island. And take on the finale in the volcanic hive. Oh boy. With the Vec driven off the islands, you have a chance to wipe them out at their source. You are humanity's last hope. Let's go. Okay, we've got a Hornet leader, we've got an Alpha Scorpion, we've got an Alpha Beetle, and we've got an Alpha Scorpion again. Let's get ourselves in a position where we can maybe not get destroyed by them. Problem is, that's basically everywhere. The only places that don't get pinned down are these corners, which is not very good for us to be putting our entire team there. So instead, I'm going to put one guy here. Put our missiles in the back, where they can't easily be grabbed. And we'll put our teleporter guy also in the back. Also in the back. This should do. We don't know where our pylons are going to go, but let's see what happens here. Hopefully this works out for us. It's going to be coming right down to the wire here. Alright, well the lava is completely destroying our starting position. Okay, so how are we going to handle this now? So, we've got a Hornet leader here with a pile of health. We've got a bunch of lava coming in. We've got all kinds of general badness happening. So, turn 1 maneuver, I feel, is either Alpha Scorpion to here, Alpha Beetle to here, so he kills himself. Swap the Alpha Scorpion into the lava, or swap this Alpha Scorpion into the lava. There's a couple different ways we can do this. And I just don't know what the best one is yet. We can swap the Hornet leader into lava, but because he's massive and flying, that won't kill him, it'll just set him on fire. So, that's not a valid strategy. But we'll see what else we might be able to find that is. If I were to stand here, I can rocket punch him for a pile of damage, and also move myself back to here. And then I back up a tile, launch a rocket here to move that Scorpion out, kill the Alpha Beetle, and then swap the Alpha Scorpion into the lava. That might be it. Is there a better play here that allow us to kill more of them? I can fire a missile here instead that kills this guy outright, but doesn't do anything to either of those guys. So I think the better play here, as far as the siege mech is concerned, is indeed doing this. Because it neutralizes 2 attacks and kills a guy, and does damage to one that we don't kill. Now, an alternative play would be to push the Hornet leader to here, and then swap the Alpha Scorpion so it kills the Hornet leader. That's pretty cool, but it doesn't do anything about this Alpha Scorpion, which does need to get dealt with. So I think what we do instead is we just punch this guy for maximum damage, get him into a range where we can more easily kill him later. Stand here, and swap. There we go. I think that'll do for our first turn. It doesn't mean we're gonna have 5 next turn, or 6 next turn, which is... no, 5, because we're getting rid of him. We're gonna have 5 next turn, which is a lot, but at least this guy's on 2, and we should hopefully be able to deal with them. I can reposition, but I actually can't, so let's end our turn. Into the lava with you. Hornet hits nothing. Beetle goes into the water. Scorpion attacks nothing. We get another Scorpion, another Beetle, and another... oh, a Digger. Not a Digger. A Digger might be really bad for us, actually. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about there. We're gonna have to rocket him for sure, because I don't think I have anything else that can even hit him. How are we gonna handle this turn? Okay, this is nasty. Now, I can use this guy to do some damage for us. Because one thing that I can do is I can swap this Beetle so he goes straight into the water. I could rocket out this boss so he doesn't destroy everything, but I don't know how we can protect all of this power, and we kind of need some power left at the end of this affair. So that's not going to work if we just let him destroy everything here. But we can't maneuver him out the way, we can't swap him out of the way. The only way we could do anything here is if I were to shoot him with a rocket. We'd be putting him into a position he'd still be attacking a building, which isn't better. Let's see. This is a nasty turn, I tell you. We can swap the Beetle over, but then I can't trade anything else in a way that helps me. I can trade the Hornet leader into the corner here, but that doesn't help me kill him either. If I swap the Hornet leader, then I can also swap this guy, but I can't swap him out of a position like this. If I swap here, I can put a shield on these two, which might be better. Then at least we'd only have one building that's probably going to explode. Because we can do the teleporter swap. I can't, he's just out of range. No, he's 5 tiles away, we can't swap him. Okay, that's not going to work then. We're going to have to swap the leader and then try and get something else to get rid of him for us. There's some ways we can maneuver these things around that'll maybe let us kill this guy, but then we can't kill the scorpion on that side. Because I can teleport him to here, and if we fire a rocket there, it won't kill the scorpion, but the scorpion will kill the alpha. But this one isn't affected, this one isn't affected, and this one isn't affected, which means all these buildings are 100% doomed. Okay, how are we going to make this work? I can take a step forward and then swap the Alpha Beetle, so he's still removed. I can punch the Scorpion into the Alpha Beetle, so it gets rid of him, and I can rocket this guy, but then the Digger and the Alpha Scorpion get free reign to destroy 4 power pylons, which is not okay. Either way, right now we're looking to lose 8 power, which is pretty brutal. Problem is there's no way to get into this guy. If I could move him to, like, there, then maybe I could get rid of him, but I can't really do that. It doesn't really help either. I don't see a better way out of this, guys. I don't see how we can do this without taking an absolute mountain of damage. At least this way we kill more of the enemies. There's only 2 left. But I don't know, guys. This is a nasty spot of bother we're in. Hopefully we get some serious luck here and don't lose all of our power. It doesn't help that the 2 tiles that are being destroyed that are anywhere close to the enemy are also where the rocks were already sitting. There's a resist. Now we just need to resist this one, which is more important. We resisted 2 of them. I'll take it. We still have 3 power left. We might still be able to make this work. Okay, we have... Really? The lava doesn't want to let me do anything there. Alright. That's fine. That's not good, but I mean... It's less bad than it was last time. We can actually get him out of there now. Okay, so... Scion Tyrant has 2 health, which means we actually back up here. Oh, I can't do that because it'll blow that up. I have to go here instead, and that doesn't kill him and knocks him into a worse position for us. Is there a better way to get rid of these guys? I can Falcon Punch him, but it'll knock me back into the lava, which sets me on fire. I can just flip this guy into the lava, which is fine, but doesn't do anything about the Scion Tyrant. We can warp the Digger out, but I can't warp anything else useful out from that point, because at that stage we're already in the... pointing next to this thing. Let's see, is there any other nice way we can do this? I could warp to here and then swap so that the Alpha Firefly kills the Scion Tyrant. We take the tentacle damage before he would die, but at least he would die. if I were to attack... I think I can kill almost everybody. I just don't know how to get rid of this digger, other than just warping him out and then not doing anything else. The digger's a problem. I don't see any other way to do that. It's the only way to stop him from damaging things. Now, I could use a rocket here to push him away and push him over. Like so. Weakens the digger. Blocks a spawn, means that one of these guys is dead. And then if I Vice Fist him into the water, that's pretty good here. Okay, we'll take that for our turn. I can't really move here, so let's end our turn. We have one more turn we have to survive. We all take 1 damage from the Scion, which is the first time I've ever actually seen that effect, which is kind of cool. He kills a Scion for us. They get a Firefly and a Lobber. Again, all of the fire tends to focus on the tiles I'm already in, which is kind of rude of them. And the bomb's in an inconvenient place, too. Alright, well, we'll deal with this. We will deal with this. So, the way I'd like to deal with it is by moving here and firing an attack here first. That solves a lot of problems. This guy is not doing anything, this one is. So if I were to swap here and then swap there, that'll cause this guy to kill his enemy for me, which is pretty handy. There we go, and now all I have to do is kill this guy, which I can do by standing in the fire, rocket fisting him, and getting myself out of the way as a result. Now, we can end our turn, and we're not dead yet, which is pretty key. I'm sure there were some better maneuvers on some of these turns where we've gotten absolutely wrecked, but I just don't see them, and I'm not prepared to take another 20 minutes until we get it. So, I would love to see what you guys think about some of these turns lately where we've had a hard time. But, for now, we just gotta stick with it.
Sending down power pylons. Keep them operational. We don't have any more.
Yeah, I hardly have any power left either. Alright.
Deploying a Renfield bomb. Defend it while it primes and it will destroy the hive.
We have a digger, which is bad news. At least it went next to one of us. We can maybe do something about it this time. So far, this actually looks pretty good. The reason why I say that is because we have a lot of potential positions we can get in to really mess with these guys with this bomb. That bomb can kill that Hornet leader for us as long as I move myself out of the way with the siege mech. Siege mech can drop this guy in the lava right away, so that's pretty good too. This is a bit of a problem, but we should be able to punch him into that death trap, even though it doesn't automatically kill him. Like so. Like so. And I'd love to kill him, but I think I have to kill the Judo mech instead. Or rather, use the Judo mech to kill the Scorpion instead. Because the ground falls before he takes an action? Yeah, so we're good here. And when does the bomb go off? I keep forgetting the bomb goes off last. This doesn't actually work the nice way I thought it did. I always forget how this works. Okay, if I were to reset this turn, is there a better way to do what I just did that doesn't involve me not actually killing the boss? I'm gonna spend my reset. I think I need to do this first turn better. What I'm trying to see is if there's a way I can get the boss lined up so that I can warp him onto a falling rock tile. I don't think there is. And that turn wasn't awful because the bomb was gonna blow up a tile otherwise, so I might wind up doing the same thing anyway, but I have to look now and see if there's a better play, because if nothing else, a rocket here has the same effect of killing the bomb and moving the siege mech out of the way. I might leave the blobber alive. And just try and get this guy into a less convenient position. If I move... Who do I move first here? How else can I fire a rocket there without taking a pile of damage off the Hornet Leader? I think the key is to teleport the Hornet Leader. So I'm going to move the Siege Mech directly in front of the Hornet Leader. Move the Judo Mech over one. And engage the Rocket Fist. It's going to bump our bomb, but that's fine. Then we take the artillery, blow up the bomb, and push him onto a death tile. I can only teleport 4 tiles, so I can't actually warp him all the way to here. But I can warp him to the other side of us, so he doesn't hit anything this turn. There we go. I think that's a bit better. Just a little bit. I can reposition, but I'm actually okay with being here for now. Let's end our turn. It's going to be a tough turn next turn no matter what, but at least we're only going to have 2 enemies left at this point. And the digger is already removed. Those diggers are bad news. Now here's the awesome thing. All of our tiles are death tiles, so if I can warp anything, it'll die, which means I can instantly kill this boss. And that's pretty sweet. The rest of these guys, maybe not quite so sweet. So I can do a warp swap here, which we certainly will. Because that ends his turn and he gets killed by the tentacles. As for the rest of them, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Because that's a lot of badness. I can teleport him again, so that he is now shooting a rock instead of shooting an actual pylon. And I'm probably going to have to use the Siege Mech to shoot the Alpha Beetle over, so he jumps into the lava, and use the Judo Punch on the bomb. Is there a better alternative here? I don't think there's any way I can kill the blobber and the bomb. I don't think there's any way I can absolutely outright kill the firefly. If I were to fire the artillery in a way that pushes him forwards, I can't also kill the blob with that attack. It would mean he would kill the blobber for me, which would be really good. But I don't think I can kill the rest. Also, this Hornet's here. This Hornet is also a problem. I forgot he was there for a second. Okay. So right now he brings our bomb down to 1 health, which is not great for us. But we can't afford to take any of the power damage unless we really have to, because we have very little power left. So let's protect our power cells and do what we can to survive here. That'll kill the boss, this guy. Is this the right play, though? I think so. We swap him with the teleporter. I'm gonna take more damage on the bomb, but it's... Or on our power. There's no good way to hit this guy. given the positioning here, I can't stand here because it kills me. I can't stand here because I hit my own power. And we still haven't done anything to the bomb. Alright, we're gonna have to kill the bomb then. Hang on, why did I stop there? I want to stop here and flip the bomb. We're gonna be down to 1 on the Renfield bomb, but we maybe don't die. So let's continue and see what happens. We are in a real prickly spot right now. Bomb is weak. Bunch of rocks coming down. We have to last another 3 turns here still. 2 turns, rather. Okay. That's a little bit more reasonable. Still not good, though. We have a blob here we have to remove. We have a firefly here that's going to cause us death. How are we going to be doing all of this? Now... How indeed. This guy doesn't die right now, which means that as it stands, we're going to take 6 damage, and we only have 1 to spare if we take a single hit. Okay. An artillery shot here would mean that this hornet doesn't hit anything, and would mean that the blobber gets killed by his bomb if I don't kill it, which I currently can't, because I'd have to use the judo mech to kill the firefly, and then try to also... I'm dead if I go for that strategy. It doesn't work. I can't kill enough stuff. A judo punch from here kills the firefly, but not the hornet. A judo punch here kills the blobber and the bomb, but nothing else. A swap here means that the hornet doesn't hit anything, but then I can't swap the firefly because there's still something there. A punch here would kill all of them, but would also kill the bomb, so that's not going to work. Let's see. What other options are there? There's just so many Vec here. If we commit to taking at least 2 damage, can we save everything else? I don't think we can. I don't really think we can. Right now, there are 5 things threatening us. We can only afford to let 1 of them live. And we only have 3 units that can do anything about it. And none of them are connected. 1 is here, 1 is here, 1 is here, and 1 is here. And we don't have anything that can hit side-by-side things like that. Like, I could back up and lob an attack here to push him into the lava, but then these guys still get to take their turns. I can kind of mess around with them a little bit, but not significantly enough to really stop them here. Now, if I were to flip him to there instead, the rock stops it from killing that guy for me, so that doesn't help in any significant way. Now, I could warp someone next to the bomb, so the bomb kills them. But I still can't kill enough other of these guys. Like... I have to kill him. And I have to kill all 3 of them if I leave the bomb. If I leave the bomb, I can kill all but 1 of them. Well, I think we're just going to have to hope that the fates are kind. Because I don't see a better way for us to be able to make this happen right now than to just go for it and hope everything works out, because at this point, we are in a world of hurt, and there's no easy way out. Now, the only other alternative I can see here is this. That way we're not doomed. It is not great that we have to shield a bug, but it means we're a little bit less dead than otherwise. Down to 1 power. So far, so good, actually. Apart from this bomb, which we should be able to clear just by shooting 1 artillery shot here. They're not actually threatening us enough to stop us. Wow. That was insane. I can't believe we made it through this. I thought for sure we were just going to have to count on it being lucky, but being able to shield that thing wound up being what we needed. Wow. Silica needs 1 experience. These guys dying should level Silica up before we finish the final mission. That's really funny. Man, oh man. I'm just gonna kill this. That was a nasty final battle. Max level for Silica.
The Renfield bomb is ready. I recommend you leave now or you'll share a grave with the Vec.
Venture complete. The islands are preserved and balance restored.
No one for goodbyes, so I'll see you all when I see you, alright?
Temporal activation initiated. Begin engaging Vec alternate timeline with new combat data.
Man, that was a close one. I'm glad I put that extra resources into the power before the start of that mission, otherwise there's no way we could have gotten through that mess okay. That was a crazy final battle. Victory, thanks to the valiant efforts of Prospero, Shenrong, and Silica. The Vec hive has been destroyed, saving this timeline from ultimate doom. Oh boy. Let's see how we did. We have to choose 1 pilot to continue the fight. I think we're going to take Chen. So I took Prospero already, and Silica's so powerful. He has such a good moveset, though. Move and a reactor. But Chen with a reactor and 2 mech HP should still be pretty good. So let's take Chen with us. That was some shenanigans. Oh boy. We came real close to failure there, but we made it, so I will take it. If we take a look at our statistics, you'll notice that this is our worst of our hard mode victories, but is still 3rd of our full runs, just because you save more people. But we definitely lost by far the most civilians in that run. Something like, what was it, 746? Normally we lose like 2 buildings total. That was a lot. Either way, that was a crazy run. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have better moves for those turns where I had to just kind of figure something out and go for it, let me know, because I'd love to hear some alternative plays that we could have made there. But despite the trouble at the end, we still managed to make it work. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.